Okay, I'm delighted to be joined now by Geoff Driver, who, of course, is the leader of Lancashire County Council and the one of the people behind the All Party Parliamentary Group that was set up for Lancashire this week. And Geoff, great for you to be with us today. What a great initiative this is, bringing the MPs from right across the county to work on behalf of Lancashire in a collective way.
Yeah, absolutely, Frank, it is. But the first thing I ought to say is to thank you for setting this thing in motion and bringing everybody together yesterday so that we could launch it. It is absolutely the right thing to do at this time. We need to get politicians of all political persuasions together to do our best for the people of Lancashire, because at the end of the day, they're the people that we're here to serve, and this particular mechanism is clearly the way forward.
And when we were talking to the MPs yesterday, we did get the impression that they feel there's a gap. Liverpool and Manchester have had these groups in place for quite some time now. So it's good that we've actually started to punch our weight, because Lancashire is a big player. And within the Northern Powerhouse piece, we really can make a contribution, can't we?
Yeah, we really can. You're absolutely right. I mean, the enthusiasm yesterday was palpable, wasn't it? It was clear from everybody that they see the advantages of working together. And as you say, Lancashire is a massive economy. In not just the northwest, but in the north, and the Northern Powerhouse, we can play a significant part in that, but only if we can get to the tables as equal partners. And this an all-party parliamentary group of MPs batting on our behalf will clearly help us in that respect.
And Geoff, it's great to see, isn't it? There is an increasing willingness, I think, for people to collaborate and come together and provide a united voice for the county, and the APPG will clearly do that. And it's important because, we've got plans through the economic recovery plan that you've put together, ambitions to deliver that, but of course also the City of Culture bid is being put together, and that gives us, again, another vehicle now where we can put our case to Westminster. And then yesterday, great news about the Eden project as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, the Eden project it is much more of a benefit to just Morecambe or the surround, and even for Lancashire, it is for the whole of the north of England, and indeed more than that. I mean, get halfway between Cornwall and Morecambe, and it'll be a toss up which way you go to go to Eden. So it's going to be a tremendous asset. And of course, a few years ago we put the Bay Gateway in off the M6 right into Heysham, but near enough to Morecambe, and that will help the visitors get there to enjoy the facility, and the effect on the economy can't be overstated. It will be tremendous. And you said City of Culture, that's a unique bid, isn't it? A county being putting a bid in to be the City of Culture, and clearly we're working hard on that. And we're very hopeful. We've got a lot going for us if we can bring it all together in this virtual city. Everything's looking good. Let's just get COVID out of the way and let's move forward.
Yeah, and of course we would have ideally launched the APPG live, but we did it via a virtual event, but a great turnout nevertheless. And of course, someone you'll know well, I'm sure, David Morris, has been elected as chair to work with us to take the group forward.
Yeah, absolutely, and it was clear that he'd got the support of other MPs, and Rosie to be vice chairman is a really big advantage. I mean, I've been talking to Rosie, and in fact, I mentioned at the meeting yesterday that the day before, Rosie and I have been on a meeting about the Burscough curves to improve the transport links in that part of the county, and these are all sorts of issues that we can bring forward forward, and hopefully the APPG will really push it forward, because they'll know which doors to knock on in Westminster, and they can move us forward. And as you say, it was a pity we'd to have the first meeting over Zoom, but better to have it now than not. And once we're through the COVID pandemic, we can have another meeting, but this time face to face down in Westminster, and really give it a good launch.
And hit the ground running, because we've got the inaugural meeting out the way, which is important. The final point I'll make, Geoff, on this, and again, I think David spoke yesterday in these terms. People often look at politics and think that, you know, blues on that side, reds on that side, they never do anything other than fight and argue. But of course, as he put yesterday, collaboration, cooperation between MPs is quite something that happens actually quite a lot. But in respect of Lancashire, we want people to be batting for the county, regardless of what political party they're with, don't we? And that certainly is going to be the case through this group.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we always have a bit of theatre, don't we, in the various arenas, be it the council chamber or be it the House of Commons. But you know, when we get together outside of that, we all care about the people we're here to serve, and if we can have a mechanism that you've created with this APPG, whereby we can all work together, so much the better. And I think on that score, Frank, it's worth mentioning that Lancashire has not always pulled together with the various leaders. We've had different views on things like local government review and what have you, but on dealing with COVID, I think it's been an absolute eye-opener in terms of the way every single leader of a council in Lancashire, be they Labour or Conservative, we've all worked together, and we're pulling together to help see the people of Lancashire through this COVID nightmare. And you know, we'll move on hopefully with the APPG and get all the leaders together, as well as all the politicians of all political persuasions, and let's go for it. You know, it's a big opportunity. We need to seize it with both hands.
Absolutely. And Geoff, just finally, you know, thanks very much for your support, for the County Council's support. I think it is a great initiative. It's exciting, actually, and we're really looking forward to getting stuck into a work plan in 2021.
Absolutely. Thanks, Frank.
Cheers, Geoff. Thank you.